Hello guys, Russ Krachun here, and I continue sharing with you my philosophy and methods to help you understand, to achieve your goals with horses, how to develop flexibility in the horse neck muscles from the left and right side. And like I promised you from the previous videos, I will share with you and talk to you about how to educate horse actually to be collected in the forward motion from the both muscles, left and right side together, when horse travel to the left or to the right, and using left side of the horse body or right side of the horse body. So I'm gonna come back and share with you a little bit my life, story of my life, and how I come up with these ideas, why I come up with these ideas, how many years I struggle with this, try to understand how to educate horse travel and be very flexible on this neck and using the spine and using the engage the hips when horse travel in forward motion and not elevate neck, not head, not elevate the neck up in the air. Yes, head going up, but reality horse elevating the neck up, because in my opinion horse have a discomfort and he physically not develop his muscles and physical potential on his back, on his hips, on his hocks, on his rib cage, so whole body not collected, and that's why horse elevating neck muscles up neck in the air, and we're thinking about discomfort in the horse mouth, and we're thinking on the different ideas, how we're holding our hands, how we're sitting on top of the horse in the saddle. So reality, it's all about, it's my opinion, again, I just share with you, and I would like to you understand that and try this philosophy and try these methods and see different results and with your horse, and I hope that will help you. So like you know, with horses, I am with horses from 6 years old, and my mother, I always, when I was little, I draw the picture of the horses. I always want to see Western movies. My father, if you read my book, Discover Philosophy, Methodology, and Ramp, and my father, he took me to this movie. It's called Magnificent Seven, and where Will Brenner play Chris, and this movie just goes through my heart, and I smell these holsters and guns and jeans and horses and saddles and all this atmosphere, and I so badly want to be a cowboy. I even not understand it exists horsemanship, and or right now, if I'm watching Magnificent Seven and see how they're riding horses, again, I'm not judging. I looking at this is completely, and I actually very sad about this. I'm looking at this, it was completely different, even different priorities and different eyes. Because before, when I was a kid, I just enjoyed that. Today, because horsemanship and train horses, I'm doing this for a living, and even when I see Western movies, so I see people riding horses, my attention right away in details, how horse move, how rider holding hands, how riders sit on top of the horse. So reality, I actually hate this, okay? Because I want to be this little kid who just to watch this beautiful Western and enjoy the movie, okay? And I try anyway, I just try to watch movies and just enjoy, okay, not to judge nobody and not to pin these details, because it's just going to drive you insane. So then my mom, her brother, he's my uncle, he's a forest ranger, and my mom told me that, and she took me in this farm, in this country, and to introduce me to the uncle. And I remember this, I smell this live horses, and it was just amazing. Now before this, my father, he took me to the racetrack. Our city, Odessa, in Ukraine, we have a racetrack, and my father took me to the racetrack because I cry about the horses. And I remember they opened this big door in the stables, and this thoroughbred, I was probably 2 inch tall, I don't know, probably 7 years old. And they opened these big doors, and this thoroughbreds just breathing on me, and this steam come out from their nostrils. And I start to cry, and I run away from the stables. And my father not understand why you so bad, they wants to see a horse, and you run away. So I was very scared. And I was very scared to ride horses when I was, deep inside, I truly wants to ride horses, and it was my dream. And but I was chicken to ride horses. I really afraid to ride horses. And now I even look back, and they don't have no proper saddles, not proper bridles. It can be very big wreck, and very, very dangerous. So anyway, after this, my parents took me to my uncle's farm, and I remember I sit 40 minutes on top of the fence, and it was horse tied to the fence, and I sit on top of this fence and just look down and see how this horse moves left and right, left and right, left and right, and smells these flies. Flies not bothering me, mosquitoes not, nothing in the world bothering me. I just smell. I just want to have the smell. I want my hands going to be dirty with horse smell. I want to wash my hands. So after 40 minutes, I decide jump on top of the horse. And I actually did jump, and I was backed off. Okay? And again, that's not scare me. I still want to be around the horses. So then uncle took me in the first ride. That's a funny story. He took me in the first ride. I remember it was very dark already, and my uncle, he rode without a halter, without a bridle. He put me in front of the horse, in front of him on the horse. I sit in the withers. You know how painful it is, especially to be a boy. And we rode through the forest in the dark, without a bridle and without a halter. And because horse knows exactly where to go. And I was happy as pig. I was so happy, but for 2 weeks I cannot sit in a bathtub. You understand what I'm trying to say? All my cheeks was bleeding from the trot and etc. But I was very happy. So that's a little bit how I was introduced to horses and how I start my journey with horses, my horsemanship, and always have in my dream to be around the horses all the time. So then I live in different countries, I ride with different people, then finally I came to Canada. It was a dream. All my life I wanted to live in Texas because it was my dream, but finally I ended up in Canada, and I love Canada very much. And I think it's the greatest country in the world, and this country gave me so much opportunity to share with people my knowledge and give me opportunity to be where I am today and have what I have right now, okay? But it's also I have amazing friends around me who help me with my business and help me with my life and my family to succeed and achieve what I have today. And it's a very, very big thank you to these people. To have this patience and believe in me and stay beside me in a good time, in a bad time, in a happy time, and never give up. Sometimes even I am fall apart and wants to quit and etc. And these people all the time stay beside me and telling me, Russ, you have to do what you love and everything gonna be okay. So I just want to say thank you so much to my friends who truly stay beside me and my family, who stay beside me and support me so much. So then I start to have horses, right? Buy my own horses and start to ride them. And I struggle so much. I go from clinic to clinic. I bought magazines. I watch videos of different trainers. One trainer explained one thing, another philosophy, another trainer explained completely different. One trainer explained you have to be very gentle with your hands. Position of your hands have to be very low. Another trainer explained your hands have to be very high. You have to be very abrupt with your hands. Some trainers explain you have to have draw reins or German martingale. Some trainers have to say you have to have twisted bit. Some trainers said you have to have shank bits, so it's hand to the ground. Most of them explain pressure and release, what don't make sense to me at all. And I just cannot figure out myself. I just said, that's all, it's not connect. And I don't see what the most important was from all these clinics and videos and etc. I try to buy more videos of the same trainer. And it's very hard to produce videos. It's life journey to make these videos and make these videos. Same like I have True Grit Academy. That's my life journey. And with my clients, it's all the time we're editing product, we're editing videos, because it's be very nice just to pull videos from the air and put them all in this academy. So it's just not make sense to me. Some person explain you have to shake rope to teach horse to stay away. Some person explain trainer and horse have to join up and follow you. Some trainer running with stick towards the horse. So everybody, what I'm trying to say, everybody have their own philosophy and their own methodology in their mind. So if you want to truly understand the horseman, then you have to follow, give him chance, first of all, to understand his brain, his philosophy, and after start to follow his methods. And when you start to follow his methods, you have to stay for a long period of time, not just judge for one lesson or for two lessons or for three lessons and said, oh, that's not going to work for me. It's a lifetime journey. You have to stay with horseman for a long period. Yes, if he's an idiot and his philosophy not matching and he's cruel and he's abrupt and his philosophy not matching his physical methodology, sure, you have to walk away immediately. But if you see and you're learning, and it takes time and long time, you have to be committed, you have to be dedicated, you have to work very hard, and I guarantee you, you're going to get result. But judging just horsemen by one lesson or two lessons or by one program or by one clinic, that's not fair, not to any horseman in this industry, okay? So I just talk a little bit out of the subject, but how to develop muscle and forward motion. But it's important to understand, and everything actually connected very well, okay? So then I start to use all this, what they're saying in this clinic. So gentle hands and pick up as a butter. Then I use draw reins, then I use tie downs. Then my girlfriend bought me pinchless bit. That's what I'm laughing today completely, pinchless bit. It's so easy to understand. Tan, it's a one line straight, and bit, it's a cross. It's a two straight line across. It doesn't matter what kind of shape you're gonna have, it's gonna apply pressure on the tan. Okay, it's always gonna be, it's not exist today, it's not exist bit will not gonna apply pressure on the tan or not gonna create discomfort if you don't know how to use proper way tool. I'll come back and explain if you don't know how to use proper way tool with the methods, okay? So I start to buy my horses, and I always was drawn to reining, always love reining, rein cow horses. I love looks of these horses. I love how they're stopping. I like how they're spinning. I like how they do lead changes. And also I really enjoy dressage, English dressage. Very elegant, very beautiful, and always in my brain, I don't know why, I thought English and Western discipline, dressage and reining can be combined together, okay? Horses in reining can ride a little bit much more elegant, lope much more elegant, stop much softer, not abrupt. You know, in a dressage world, they're not accepting reining stop because they're calling this an abrupt stop. But in my opinion, in dressage, when horses stop, it's like you're trying to stop the horse. It's like hardly stopping, okay? So it's again, it's my opinion. So I thought these disciplines this education, I better say, can be combined together. And that's why I try to find amazing trainer, educator, mentor, I better say, in the dressage world to understand how they train horses. And I want to see mentor and understand how they train in a reining world, right? So then I have my own business. I start to travel. I meet a lot of people, a lot of horsemen and dressage, and I meet Western dressage owner who live in California. When I've been in California, I talked to him, and he watched my videos. He was very impressed, and I talked to him a lot about education. So very interesting. And again, he asked me why I riding with head low, because all dressage they're riding this way, and I explained in our maneuvers we have to have horse have to be round. So it's a different priorities, different setup of the horse body. Then I met a lot of people in the reining industry and watch how they're training. Some things I cannot tolerate, some things I love, and etc. So then I start to set myself, I'm gonna throw all this education away from my head, just throw it away. I don't like it. It's nothing connect, and I'm gonna start on a plain board, and I'm gonna start to write all methods on my own. And what I'm saying right now, write in the paper my methods on their own. And you know what? I fall apart. Methods. It's a physical exercise, but connect to the next physical exercise and lead you, connect again to the next exercise and lead to the performance final maneuver. If you think you know methods, I suggest you, and say for example, teach horse travel in a straight line. There exists a lot of methods there to get horse travel in a straight line and be collected, not to waving with neck or shoulders left and right, engage hindquarters. If you know methods and you think you know methods, I suggest you, for your sake, take a piece of paper and take a pen and write down step by step from the walk or from the stay still, from the walk, trot, and lope. Physical methodology actually exercises what connect to this final performance maneuver. And see if you have this actually methods. Okay, so that's going to be very interesting for you to understand too also. And I start to write this and I fall apart. And it took me 15 years. I come back, I'm not lying to you, because a lot of people who in this academy in the Facebook and in the actual Facebook True Grit Academy and in the actually original academy on my website and True Grit Academy who follow the methods, they follow me from 15 years ago, and they see how I'm growing as a horseman and how I fall apart in the middle of this journey and how much success I have and how many years I disappeared and come back again. So it's a journey, it's a business journey, and it's a horsemanship education and knowledge journey, okay? Because one day you think you know everything and tomorrow you don't know nothing. Absolutely nothing, okay? So then I come back to you, and I'm going to share again, continue sharing with you. I struggle to teach horse. We come back to our flexible stick, and that's going to be our reins today. I struggle to teach horse travel on forward motion and be collected. Not riding with head down in the sand, with head down, almost touching sand with his nose. Actually be collected, and be collected on the back, engage hindquarters, be elevating the shoulders. I struggled so many years. I was frustrated, I was crying, I was go home. When I ride in horses, I go home angry. It was nightmare, okay? So I come back again to my sport. That's how, again, light bulb one day, turn on, and I go back to my sport and start to think how my coach educate me and why pressure and release doesn't work and why we need muscle memory. Why tools, gadgets not going to teach horse, no brain, not physics at all. It's all mental abilities and physical abilities we're going to teach horse what we want. Everybody asks me when they're buying my horses or when I travel, why your horses 2-year-olds, how they're keeping shape like this, how they're flexible like this, what kind, first question, what kind of bit you use? First question have to be what kind of methodology you use, how you teach your horse to do that. A lot of time I'm standing in a trade booth and people come to me and I have my signature collection of my tack, you know that, and I have my beats and etc. Oh, my horse cannot ride on this beat. Oh, my horse never going to stop on this beat. Oh, my horse not going to change leads on this beat. Oh, my horse never going to back up on this beat. Everything shanks, everything big ports, everything twisted beats, everything dominating through the heads. Okay, nothing to do with flexibility of the horse body, muscle memory. And you try to explain to a person and it's coming here and gone. Okay, because horsemanship industry destroyed the horsemanship, continue destroying horsemanship. Horses have to be start immediately in 3 days and 60 days. Everything have to be very fast. Horses have to ride with draw reins, tie downs. You go to, it's everything related to the muscles right now. You go into tack store. I'll give you an example. You go into the tack store, and when I struggle, and I went, and I think in the tack store, people who sell in the tack, they have to be very educated. Very educated. That's because if I'm gonna go to the store where I'm gonna buy chainsaw, I don't want to buy chainsaw and after go cut the tree and tree gonna fall down my head or cut my hands off or my knees. Okay, I want a person explain me where to put oil, where to put gas, how to hold chainsaw, how to use chainsaw, what kind of pants I have to wear, what kind of helmets I have to wear. It's and methods how to cut the tree. So I went to the tack store and I struggled so much with this flexibility. And she said, I have a very good tool for you. I look at her tool, okay. So she tried to sell me, it's going tie down around the horse ears in the pool, on the pole, through his beat and go to his chest. And this thing made from rubber, like rustic. So it's gonna be like this all the time, okay? So I walk away, I didn't say nothing, but what I'm trying to say, people who sell in the tack, in my opinion, they have to be very educated how to develop horse neck muscles, how to ride horses and help people. In my opinion, the biggest plus that I see, any tack should be selling with instructional video how to use the tack. And methods, not how only to use the tack, methods, physical methods, how to ride a horse with this tack. And how this tack will going to be beneficial for specific performance riding education. So let's make this story short because I have I have tons of this life experiences. I will continue in the future to share with you, and it's very interesting. I really love this journey. I continue doing this every day with a lot of passion and enjoying.